welcome back to the channel, and just as promised in last episode, this video is going to feature the Okinos Cypress 3 Wood Edition PC case, and in this video we're actually going to be building inside of this PC, showing some of the components that we used in this build, showing some gameplay, and just talking about the overall build as a whole. So without further ado guys, let's go ahead and step right into this video. So as you can see here, we're going to go ahead and take off the wood front panel with this front mesh here. As you can see, we kind of got that diamond kind of triangular mesh pattern with the wood accents. You're going to go ahead and remove this panel by grabbing it on either the sides or the very top here. Give it a little bit of force. Now we're going to go ahead and reinstall. We're going to go ahead and just push these pins back into their respective holes, like so. Now we're going to showcase these three fans that are in the case here, and since we have that piece taken off from previously, we're going to talk about these three fans here that come with the case included. These are just standard 120mm fans, 3-pin. And as you can see here, it comes with 3 in the front, 1 in the back. We're going to go ahead and actually replace these later on in the video. We'll talk about that later and what we used in this case and how we decided to orientate all the fans. Because as you can see here, these fans are installed with the fans inside of the case, so to speak, rather on the outside. We'll talk about this later. Moving on to our CPU cooler install, we're using this Frozen, I believe it's an A410 is the model, CPU cooler from ID Cooling. Really premium CPU cooler with a really premium stealthy look. This is going to be an all black themed build, as you'll see later on in this video. I also wanted to include that the CPU that's hiding underneath that CPU cooler is our Ryzen 5 3600. Now moving on to our graphics card for this build, we're going to be featuring an EVGA model of the GeForce RTX 2070. As you can see here, this graphics card looks very clean inside of this build with that all black look. Continued. And now, just as promised earlier in the video, we are going to talk about those fans that we are installing right here. As you can see, these are from Thermalright. These are the TL-S12 fans from Thermalright. They do have an ARGB light ring around them. It gives it a very unique look once all said and done, as you'll see later on in this video. They are a standard 120mm ARGB fan. They can ramp up all the way up to 1500 RPM. And yeah, these are going to look really sleek, as I think you'll see later in the video, with kind of that all black stealth look with just a subtle hint of ARGB, guys. Moving on to our RAM for this build, we're going to be using some RAM from Oloy. This happens to be an 8x2GB kit, clocked at 3200 megahertz. We're actually using 2 of these, as you can kind of see in the video here. But yeah, this is the RAM we're going to be rocking with for a total of 32 gigs of RAM, which I think is going to pair very nicely with this Ryzen 5 3600 and that EVGA RTX 2070. This is going to allow for really excellent gaming as well as streaming both at the same time while running maybe Discord, maybe say some other apps. This is going to pair really well with our all black stealthy look that we're trying to achieve here. Now that we've finished this build, let's go ahead and see what the aesthetics look like. Alright y'all, now that you got a sneak peek at the final result, let's go ahead and get some gaming benchmarks in here. I don't have a whole lot of footage of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone right here, because I died quite a bit, but our performance was around 110 FPS with DLSS set to quality. On balance, we're about 5 more. now moving on to Marvel Rivals. I've never actually really played this game, to be honest with you guys. I have a friend that's been wanting me to play it for a while now, so I decided to throw it into the testing and the benchmarks. Excuse me. I know this is somewhat of a popular game right now. Anyways, the FPS on this game was roughly 110 to 120, really just depending on where you were at in the map. This was with DLSS enabled on the balanced preset with all medium settings for the most part. So yeah, not too bad for a pretty considerably new game. And I would say borderline esports title. This is kind of a hard game to run, but yeah guys, not too bad performance.
Just what the doctor ordered. Us against the world.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Alright guys, now dropping into Fortnite Battle Royale 0 builds. As you can see, as we're dropping in here, we're getting around 120 to 150 FPS. Once we land, it kind of settles in at around 150, 160. This is with DLSS enabled on performance mode. I could do performance mode as like the API mode to choose, but I did DirectX 12 as that's what the game launched with. And to be truly honest with you guys, during my testing, there was not a huge difference between performance mode and DirectX 12. So yeah, this is the performance we got on DirectX 12 with DLSS turned on performance mode. Not too bad considering we're getting around 160 FPS most of the time. So this would definitely be great for a high refresh rate experience and with very minimal stutters. Alright, so with everything said and done, that was the performance we got out of this PC with that combination of hardware. And as you can see in these clips that you'll see ahead, these are the final results with the aesthetics of this PC. I did want to originally go with an all black look when I was going to plan out this PC build, but I thought it'd be kind of unique and different. I guess you could even say to add just a subtle hint of RGB. Granted, I know some people just want an all stealth black look. You can still achieve this by turning off the RGB on all these fans, but I think all in all this PC turned out really great, not only with the performance but also the looks of this PC and kind of the overall personality that it has. But I want to know in the comments down below what you guys think of this. Was this a W or an L to add these fans with those RGB rings around the fans? Let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about this. I think this PC PC turned out pretty freaking sick, with that subtle hint of RGB and that wood and just kind of that all black look. This PC, by the way, on a different note, is actually up for sale on my Java page, which I did just recently open up. I'm gonna be experimenting basically with Java, and so this PC will be up for sale on there if you guys actually want to buy this PC. But yeah, guys, sorry to go off on a tangent there. This PC turned out really well. I really love this case that Okinos sent out to us, our great friends at Okinos. Really love this case. Looks really good, especially if you just want a really clean, simplistic look. And honestly, this case is really compact and just a really great overall value at around $60 if you can get it for that price. So I think that's about all I have to say for this PC build in this episode. This PC turned out awesome. I really like this case, highly recommend it if you need it for a budget build or flip. And also, before I go, guys, I do want to say our profit, as I know I don't touch on this too much, the profit has climbed quite a bit, guys. We are currently at $1,100 plus in the profit. I'm doing my best not to touch it, let it build. And actually, I do have some future announcements ahead of time for the Flip Till 10 series, and also what we're actually going to be aiming towards as of right now. I'll touch on that in some future episodes. But before I go, if you enjoyed this video, please drop your boy a like. And also, if you want to see more content like this and other tech content possibly in the future, please subscribe. I'd love to see you guys in the future episodes. Thanks for watching. Bye.